Okay, what's going on, everybody? I don't have a lot of time. It's gonna be a short video, and I know I say that, but this definitely gonna be a short video today. What's up, Cheryl the Spoiler Burnett? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your incessant support. What's up, Diva D? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here as always. Cosmin Girl, what's going on, girl? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Rennie T? Thank you for renewing your membership. I don't forget. All right, let's jump into it. What's up, Rhonda Blazier? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here as well. Please don't hit the live on your way in. Um, Listen, this is gonna be short. It is to the point. Let me tell you, this whole day, I guess starting with last night, has been crazy, been crazy to the Z. Start with the way Lolo Lemon did Lolo, talking about she is she always trying to fit in or whatever. I posted on my community wall, Lolo, don't trust that dude. Don't trust that dude. Something going on with him. Something is going on with him. But Lolo, please don't share nothing about your past. Don't share nothing about your dreams. Don't share nothing personal, private, going on with your children, your family, or nothing. Because when there's an opportune time for him to come up and throw it in your face, he gonna do that. If he needed you there for content, he gonna do that. And you gonna be sitting over there hurt as ever talking about, that's your friend. That's my friend. I got people hitting me up that, oh, Lolo and Lemon, they playing games. Da, 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 da. But at the end of the day, we can only go by what we see. And Lolo, I've known you way more than Lemon. Let me say that again. Lolo, I've known you way more than Lemon. So I understand your virtual DNA, and I understand that. I don't think you're that kind of person to run those kind of games, but you never know, because look what's going on with Lemon. Never did I ever think that this bullshit would ever come from that motherfucker. Okay? Let's just be honest. What's up, Detached? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Blondie 159 said, hello, sir. Can you chat driving and listening? I normally don't drop down. I support from the car. Well, I appreciate you dropping down. You know, safety first. Don't be like Jay Wilson. Safety first. So please pay attention to the road so you can listen to me on future broadcasts and today. Ronald Brazil says he's the biggest idiot I ever seen in my lifetime. Wow, what an idiot! That's what I'm saying. What's up, Black Girls Code? How you doing? Thank you for being here. So what I want to say is first to Lolo. Lolo, careful, because he gonna hurt you. And I think what you saw, what you heard, is how he truly feel about you. He don't respect you. I feel he honestly feels guilt about that situation that happened in Vegas when he mocked your medical condition. And I feel like he repaired his image by being so close to try to pretend like, oh, you know, Lolo's always in my panel, I'll do whatever. But I don't think he really cares for you like that. That's just my, and I think you seeing that. You know what I mean? I think I think I see that. So let's get forward on what. So let me just say this real quick. Something is seriously wrong with him. And he got it in this. He has this notion that the more we keep telling, he thinks that we're trying to tell him to change his behavior. But we don't give a fuck about his behavior. We know what comes to people who are doing what they do, what he's doing. Excuse me, what he's doing. What's up? Just trying to figure it out, girl. I saw you go up there on Jay Wilson and deal with Hershey. Hershey's another one. Be careful what they ask for, because when just trying to figure out hit that link, what's her name? Hershey was trying to figure out how she was going to deal with somebody confronting her with what she asked for, and she wasn't ready for it. How she gonna tell you to go meet with the president? She made some stupid ass analogy with the president. Go to 1900 Pennsylvania Avenue. When I went and volunteered, I was like, what? What? You didn't expect nobody to hit that link. But yeah, but I see you just trying to figure it out, you know. So what's up, Nessa A? Excuse me. So what I wanted to say is he's up here. Hey, what's up, Ron P? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I got limited time, so I'm gonna try to acknowledge everybody, but if I don't take it personal. I can't believe he went along with Brian saying he ran Avatar Nation in the background. Please tell line. See, I didn't hear that, but I heard it. I didn't hear that. I heard people tell me he did not run Avatar Nation. Child, let me just say this. Lemon didn't run shit. Okay? Every agenda I did was my own research, my own stuff. He didn't run shit. What can he run? He can't even run his fucking life. Do you think I'm gonna sit up there and allow him to run? I mean, how did he? Yeah, he ran the fuck away. That's what he fucking did. He ran the fucking way. Now while he's up here saying, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I'm coming back tonight. I ain't going nowhere. Well, you went somewhere, motherfucker. You went somewhere for a whole good time when you were on Avatar Nation, and we all wondering where the hell you at. So don't sit up here, and that makes me wonder, when you left, something really happened. Because all this shit going on with your mama, now this is the stuff that Lemon done put out, right? Lemon talking so fucking much that he's talking himself, I think, into a disaster. Now this is my honest, true opinion, and I ain't really said this because I ain't really wanted to come to fruition. I honestly think Lemon wants something bad to happen to him. Now, he out here wishing death on Goosey. I honestly, and I know the words I'm about to speak, and I hate to speak these words, but I honestly feel Lemon wants death to come to him. I honestly feel it, but he's not man enough or has the courage enough to face it itself. It needs to come by a secondary source, because for some reason, he don't want to have the responsibility of ending his own demise. But he's doing all this knowing that people are harassing his mama. By his own words, he admitted people are harassing his mama. He probably don't even like his mama, because he set up to engage the occupation of his mama. So he don't like his mama, one, okay? Then he's sitting up there pretty much inviting people to their doorstep, two, all right? Now he involving like the court situation. He's saying so much information that he knows will give ammunition. He's like, oh, if they come to my doorstep, I'm going to do this. You so stupid, like you dumb. It's like you want something bad to happen to you. So you could be a forever victim, or you could just pretty much be up out of here. Because let me tell you something, I will repeatedly say this. Something happened when that boy left. When he was no longer around, he just left. He just disappeared. Something happened. You can't tell me that as forever all the time he on here and he getting harassed like he getting harassed now, and he left, and we never got the true story of that. Now, let me go to his mama. Everybody's like, why your mama tolerating this shit? Why your mama tolerating this shit? Like I honestly feel his mama feel guilt for what happened to his brother. I ain't got no validation on that. But you could tell if you pay attention to the breadcrumbs over time, some shit happened. Something happened, his mama feel guilt. So that's why she probably ain't kicked his ass out onto the street like a normal would, who didn't have to suffer that kind of trauma. So I honestly feel something happened with the first brother, and she putting up with all this bullshit because she don't want to lose another child. That's what I feel. I honestly feel, because we know black mamas, we know ain't no mama gonna sit up with nobody calling their job, calling the apartment complex, all that shit. Then you gotta think about on top of that, he don't care about the displacement of his mom. He don't care about they being homeless and they gotta live in a car. He's selfish as fuck. Selfish. Right? Then he go into now, my lawyer has told me to be careful about a particular individual. Not that I don't like this individual, but the information that they saying is getting murky, okay? But you had to understand Lemon's behavior when that person hopped up on YTC. When this particular person hopped up on YTC, Lemon did everything to try to prevent what this person was saying. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say, but that was very revealing to me. Because while he was saying this, he said when this person came up, it was like, damn, damn, what this person's saying is actually true. So, and this is the thing I got to bring Jay Wilson into it. Shame on you, Jay Wilson. I'm so shame on you. Because while you sitting up here condemning Rico, Brian, Castro, everybody who's in the same age demographic as Lemon, you have failed to condemn him yet. Right? You have failed to sit up here and say, your language, what you're saying is the reason for what is going on. You need to tone it down. You're going to sit up there and say, oh, I think Lemon is very talented, and that's fucked up for what you're doing. Because This his mouth of his and the way he's treated people and the sexual violative language that he uses towards women has got him in the situation that he's in. And for you to sit up there and say, I don't know why, it's a shame they call people jobs. And when you threaten assault on people, when you invite people to physical confrontations, the first thing they need to do is call your job because your motherfucking ass may be endangering other employees at the place of work that you at. I never understood that notion where people sit up here and talk cash money shit that they have the ability to control, but you don't think there's going to be any form of retribution for that? You can't go around here threatening people and say you're going to sexually assault people and their mothers and their children and everybody else understand and still thinking. And I was sitting there, they don't I have a very, what did Lemon get up there and say? I have a very harsh something or forceful something. I was like, nigga, what world are you living in that you think it's going to be okay to say that shit? And threaten everybody. We are not your cast members. We are not your castmates on a fucking show where we sign a clause to say that we're not going to come up and run up on your ass because you said one too many bitches, or you threaten physical harm, or you voluntarily challenge us to your domain and we accept the motherfucking challenge. Are you okay? And then you got this old ass, wanna be still young man, bald headed, can't accept that his ass is getting old because he see that life is passing him by. What kind of damn job you got that you could be online all damn day? You online all damn day. I'm like, damn, did you lose another job? All damn day. I was like, I guess the company not a priority. It's crazy. It should anyway. This shit is unbelievable. This shit is it's unbelievable because this is the thing I know. You can't talk to people like that. And one thing you don't issue to internet thugs or internet trolls is a challenge. That's one thing you don't do because they salivating for the challenge and they salivating for the right to brag about that they accomplished the challenge. You dumb. But then again, I say, and I don't think Lemon is always drunk, right? He play drunk. Okay, I feel that's a play drunk thing so that he can excuse his vile behavior. I've seen that because you got to notice when the topics of conversation change, he go from slurring to sounding like he got Pizarro's tongue in his mouth, then to automatically being very coherent. I'm like, just pay attention because he slips up himself. So just pay attention to that. Just pay attention to that. But one thing is, it's fucked up now that you got this real life situation going on, though. See, that real life situation gon' F you up. Because you're sitting up there on a public platform saying that what's going on is not a big thing. It's not a big thing. It's not a big thing. It's not a big thing. And I'm like, oh, you are so stupid. Why would you say that it's not a big thing? Because the wrong thing that the court wants to hear is that the offender has no remorse, that the offender does not take it seriously, because that's when they fucking put their foot down on your ass and give you the max and then some. You heard about when people get 98 years in jail plus 23? And you think that, oh, I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail. You can go to jail, fool. For a criminal offense, for a traffic violation can wind you up in jail. You sitting up there running around with us. What is it? No license, suspended license. That is a jailable offense, dummy. So I just can't believe. I feel he's intentionally doing this stuff to cause his demise. I honestly do feel that because you're not going to be that bold and you're that braggadocious to sit up there and, oh, I know I'm going to do this. He wants something to happen. And you know what? I feel that he did something where there's so much guilt on his heart that every day he wakes up with that burden of guilt that he's finding a way to end his existence on this earth. I honestly do feel that. Honestly do feel that. He's sitting there, oh, my mama knows, my mama knows, my mama knows, my mama knows about this, my mama knows about that. She's good, she's down with the shit. Okay, so she gonna take the shit for you? No, no. Stop fucking complaining when you say, "Oh, people are going too far." No, no. Your mouth is what's got you in this situation. The way you treat people, the confidence people have put in you, you have betrayed it. That is what's got you. This internet. Don't sit up here and let this bandwidth, invisible telecommunication situation think that, oh, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say and don't think there's no ramifications or repercussions. Okay, trust and believe. President Trump could sit up here and say, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck up Taiwan. I'm gonna fuck up China." Don't you think there's gonna be some ramifications or repercussions for that motherfucking threat? Don't you think China? And it's just a threat. What? Not in face, but with words. Now I know that's a extreme fucking example, but that's the best way I can sit up here and relate it to you. You talking to thousands of people on a daily, took your ass to another sector and threatened them and said, you the best, you the baddest, you make the most money, but you sitting up here asking people to your doorstep. Don't you know that I tell you, it's not the people you can see, it's not the audio popes, it's not the people, it's not the Shakims, it ain't the people like them, it's the people you can't see. It's the people who trying to come up, who trying to get their numbers, who trying to say, oh, I knocked Lemon's head off. And you don't even know who the fuck they are. That's what you need to worry about. You think that, oh, I'm just a villain and I have a harsh tone. No, bitch, you have a stupid tone. You stupid. You dumb. You dumb. That's the one that said, Lemon, be careful how you talk to people. I seen it. I seen it. I seen it. And but like I say, at the end of the day, maybe this is what you want. Maybe you want to be famous for all the wrong reasons and stop fucking crying. If you want to be a reality TV star, there's even worse to come. Because the bigger the stage, the bigger the problems. You might let's say you go beat up Lady Snoop in one of these shows. Somebody might be mad that you beat up Lady Snoop and put your hands on Lady Snoop, and they may come after your ass for years. For years, because Lady Snoop may be their favorite cast member, and they feel like they're going to protect Lady Snoop's honor and come after you. You don't know the game you want. You want to be in the game, but you think it's going to be a certain way. It's not going to be a certain way. And you think that you think you could beat up everybody. Somebody going to hit you from behind. I'm just saying, like, did you learn anything from the people who rolled up and went to parks and fighting and all that? You cry, and then on top of it, you forgetting the man component of the situation. You forgetting the man component of the situation. If I hear you talking to my girl and inviting her to your private parts, don't you think I won't do what I need to do to protect my girl? If you sitting up here got my girl crying, distressed, it's my job to protect my woman and make sure she happy at all times. If I see that you don't talk to her, and it's then being rebroadcasted on and adding more to her turmoil, don't you think I may try to find, not me, but don't you think he may try to find a way to come get your ass? And you said that about a multitude of people. A multitude of people. Women. 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 But when Shakim and Audio Pope rolled up on your ass, you left. Okay? Anyway. Shame on you, Jay Wilson. You fucking wrong for trying to encourage this behavior. But you all about a coin. Watch. Okay? All right, keep playing. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Jay Wilson got two things to worry about. The issues with man and God. Okay, man and God, because he played with God, he makes a mockery of God, and then on top of that, he sits up here and plays with those and makes fun of those that he feel he's better. But yet, then again, he always begging. And Vivian, you wrong as fuck to sit up there and say, "Oh, he never asked." Do you know what dry begging is? Do you know what dry begging is? He always dry begging. Ooh, I need a washer. Ooh, I need glasses. I can't see. That's dry begging. Okay. Vivian, you could do better. Trust and believe. I don't know why you so infatuated with that man, but you could do better. Okay, I'm disappointed in your YouTube journey, and I ain't got nothing against you. I would have hoped that you would have broken off from him, seeing all of the schemes and the scams. But then again, maybe you are the mastermind. I don't know. All right, that's it. I gotta get up out of here. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get to see everybody comment. I will come back later because there's some other stuff I have to review so that I'm educating myself fully because I don't like to talk uninformed about such a serious matter. And this shit is serious because one thing I told you before, Limit don't need to be doing no damn limitation, vacation, one eyecation, limpcation, no nothing. He needs to stay his ass in the fucking house. Maybe he needs to go do a sobriety cation, okay? Okay? That's what he needs to do. Because taking yourself to a public event, involving yourself in a show is not the right thing for you. I'm telling you. You said way too much bad shit to think that everything is going to work out right. I'm sorry, that whole disillusion. Yeah, man, it's too far. They're going too far, and I don't understand it. You must have some kind of disillusion syndrome or something that like you don't understand, like you really think I don't know what they call that shit, like I don't know, mental displacement syndrome, that like you think that what you really are the star that you're not. You're really the star that you're not, and that what you're saying is actually part of a Hollywood production. Like you're thinking you're Samuel L. Jackson in Training Day or something, and that when you hit cut, that nothing's going to happen to you. Sorry, buddy, you're not Samuel L. Jackson and nothing close to it. Okay, what you're saying is on YouTube, and you talk about people's real life situations, nothing that's fabricated. You need to stop. You picked the wrong character, and I'm sorry. No, I ain't sorry to tell you. You picked the wrong character. Okay, and it's too late to rebrand because when you took your ass to Vegas, there was not this much vitriol. Cause when I saw you YTC and I saw them people come up on that panel and pound on your ass, I was like, oh, he done fucked up, and he done fucked up for life. You need to go to Zimbabwe or somewhere or some shit and hide out so they can forget about you. Philly T says it's called delusion. It's called crazy too. But anyway, I got to get up out of here and go. All right, y'all take care. I will be back later. If you want to, feel free to thumbs up the live. Sorry I wasn't able to read y'all comments. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $ Hurricane Crown. Okay? All right. Bye, y'all. Ooh, child. Child. Baby, honey. Bye, y'all.